This is Mrs. Gerhart, and today I'm going to show you how to improve your craftsmanship by smoothing out areas that do not have texture. So I'm taking a look at my container, and there's still a lot of details that need to be worked on and smoothed out. So I can use three different things. I can use my hands to help smooth. I can use a rubber rib, which is a blue piece that's made out of rubber, and I can bend that as I go. And the third thing is a sponge. Those items should be located in your clay bins. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to smooth with your fingers. So I dipped one hand into water. I'm going to rub those hands together, and then I can start to smooth. Remember, you always, always, always want to support on the opposite side of the clay piece, and you want to go over that piece. Now I'm noticing that this is a little bit thick, so as I'm smoothing along this edge, I am also starting to press that piece together a little bit more. Second option is a rubber rib. Again, I typically dip it in the water, but then I dry it off just a little bit on your tablecloth. Then I can bend that rubber rib and I can slide it along this piece. If you're not sure how this goes, you might test it on a scrap piece of clay first before you really go ahead and go onto your clay piece. Also, if your clay piece is leather hard, it may not smooth as well as you want it to. I would also typically tend to use a rubber rib on the outside of my clay piece only. I would use my fingers or a sponge on the inside. You'll notice that a lot of clay is coming off. I'm going to slide the extra clay off and put it with my extra clay piece. Last one is a sponge. I would dip it in the water, wring it out very well. So again, it's just damp, it's not soaking wet. And I'm going to run that over the edge, smoothing out any little imperfections. Now sometimes I still go back even after using the sponge with my fingers to really smooth it out. I can also bend the sponge to get it to fit in smaller areas. Notice overall I'm not making the inside or the outside look like it's mud. It's just smoothing those areas out. And you can see the difference that's starting to happen. I still have a little bit more work to do on this side as compared to each of my ends of my clay project. I can also, as I'm getting close to being finished, flip it over and give attention to that bottom edge so that I don't have a sharp edge.